Lucy personally poured me a cup of tea. Speaking of it, I really should thank you for enlightening me that day. I was a little surprised. I didn't really say anything. Exactly because you didn't say anything. Lucy's eyes were clear and calm. That day, when I woke up and saw you by my bed, there was no pity or mockery in your eyes, only calmness. At that moment, I suddenly understood that in this palace one could still live like that. I silently drank my tea, not knowing how to respond. I've thought about a lot these days, Lucy continued. After marrying the Emperor, I tied my entire life to him. When he loved me, I felt like the happiest woman in the world. When he was cold to me, it felt like falling straight into hell. You know what? I actually started to envy you. Envy me? I almost choked on my tea. I envy how free you are, Lucy said sincerely. You have your own world. Jack, books, poetry, flowers, all of it can make you happy. I set down my teacup, feeling all kinds of emotions. In my past life, Lucy was my enemy until death. But now she actually saw me as a role model. I said softly, "Sister, you're giving me too much credit." Lucy shook her head. No need to be humble. I invited you here today to tell you I've decided to become the Empress I should be. I won't keep pitying myself over the Emperor's coldness, and I won't be jealous of Anna anymore. Looking at the determination in her eyes, I suddenly felt moved. Maybe Lucy had always been this clear-headed deep down. It was just palace politics that twisted her nature. If you can think this way, sister, it's a blessing for the whole harem, I said sincerely. Lucy smiled. Oh, right. I heard Jack has been going to the Hall of Governance lately. The Emperor is personally teaching him state affairs. That's a good thing. Lucy nodded. Jack is smart and kind. He'll do great things one day. Don't worry. I'll do everything I can to protect him. My eyes warmed. I thank you for your kindness, sister. On the 15th day of the first month, the Lantern Festival, I had just returned from greeting the Empress Dowager. Lily came in to report. Your Grace, Lady Anna is here, and she brought quite a few gifts. I frowned slightly. Ever since what happened last time, Anna had been visiting Jiahua Palace much more often. Every time she had some excuse, either asking about poetry or gifting embroidery patterns. And today, for the Lantern Festival, she had prepared an even bigger gift. Have her wait in the warm chamber. I took off my cloak and changed into a simple everyday robe. I greet Consort Jian. Anna bowed, her smile bright like warm spring sunshine. It's the Lantern Festival, so I came to pay my respects. Lady Anna, you're too polite. I gestured for her to sit. On a big holiday like this, why aren't you preparing a feast in your own palace? Anna had her maid bring forward a brocade box. I made some tengyuan myself and thought your Grace might like them. When the box opened, inside were 6 crystal clear rice balls. It's a Jiangnan style, thin skin, lots of filling, made with lotus root starch so it isn't greasy. I was a little surprised. In my past life, I had eaten these too. Anna had made them specially for the Emperor. I didn't expect her to bring them to me first in this life. Lady Anna, how thoughtful. I had Mary take them. Jack will definitely like them. How has the eldest prince been lately? Anna asked with concern. I heard the Emperor often summons him to the Hall of Governance. I picked up my teacup and used the chance to watch her expression. He's fine, it's just some basic lessons. Anna nodded gently. The eldest prince is incredibly bright. He'll surely become someone great. She paused, then suddenly lowered her voice. Your Grace, I came today because I have a favor to ask. So she was finally getting to the point. I set down my tea. Go ahead. I've been in the palace for nearly a year. Though I have the Emperor's favor, I still feel like I'm walking on thin ice. Anna looked straight into my eyes. I want your Grace's protection. I raised an eyebrow. Lady Anna, you're favored by the Emperor right now. Why would you need my protection? Imperial favor is like running water. Here today, gone tomorrow. Anna gave a bitter smile. I know very well that without roots, even the greatest favor is just a castle in the air. She took a deep breath. Your Grace has the Empress Dowager's trust and the eldest prince by your side. If you could guide me, I'd be deeply grateful. I didn't answer right away. In my past life, Anna relied on her own intelligence to survive in the harem and never bowed to anyone. But in this life, she was actually asking for my protection. What do you want? I asked directly. An ally, Anna answered just as directly. In this harem, I need someone I can trust, and your Grace needs someone who can speak in front of the Emperor. We each get what we need. I quietly watched her for a moment, then suddenly smiled. Lady Anna, you really are smart, but why do you think I need you? Because of the eldest prince, Anna answered without hesitation. Your Grace keeps to yourself and avoids fighting, but the eldest prince is growing older. One day he'll be pulled into the fight for the throne. I may not be much, but I can still say a few words in front of the Emperor. My heart shook. She had seen everything so clearly. It was true. I could ignore favor and status, but I couldn't ignore Jack's future. You're quite bold, I said coldly. How dare you discuss the matter of the crown prince? Anna stayed calm. I wouldn't dare. I'm simply planning ahead. She took a small booklet from her sleeve. These are some old records I gathered about past succession struggles. They may be useful to your Grace. I took the booklet, flipped through a few pages, and was secretly shocked. It recorded in detail how the princes of the previous reign fought for favor, and how the current emperor eventually won. The information was detailed, the analysis sharp. This was not something done overnight. How long have you been preparing this? Anna smiled. Since the day I entered the palace, I like to understand the rules before placing my bet. I closed the booklet and looked deeply at her. What do you want? Your Grace's trust and help at a critical moment. Anna said sincerely, I ask for nothing else. The warm chamber fell silent. The fire crackled in the brazier. Outside, the palace staff preparing the Lantern Festival could faintly be heard. Fine. In the end, I nodded. But let's make one thing clear first. I won't do anything evil or cruel. A flash of joy crossed Anna's eyes. Don't worry, Your Grace, neither will I. And just like that, we reached a subtle agreement. No vows, no contract, only a mutual exchange of interests we both understood. In early February, the spring chill was still sharp. That day, Jack returned from the Hall of Governance. He was unusually quiet. At dinner, he only picked at a few bites before putting down his chopsticks. He said he was full. What's wrong? I touched his forehead. Are you feeling sick? Jack shook his head, hesitated for a moment, then suddenly asked, Mother, why can't I become the crown prince? The chopsticks in my hand almost fell. Who told you that? Today, I was reading in the side hall of the Hall of Governance and heard the Grand Tutor talking to Father. Jack said quietly. They said the crown prince should be named early to stabilize the country. They also said that although I'm the eldest son, but what? I forced down the storm in my heart, but my mother's background isn't good enough. Jack looked at me. Mother. What does that mean? Why does whether I can be crown prince have anything to do with you? A sharp pain hit my chest. In my past life, Jack died young and never faced these cruel palace realities. But now, how was I supposed to explain to an 11-year-old child that his fate was tied to his mother's birth? I pulled Jack to sit by the window. Do you know about bees? Yes. The Grand Tutor said bees have a queen, worker bees, and drones. Right. The human world can be like that too. Some people, because of their birth, are destined to carry greater responsibility. Jack half understood. Because my mother isn't the empress? What matters is, I held his little face. No matter what happens in the future, you must be upright and kind. Remember that. Jack nodded, then asked again. Then does father like third brother more? My heart tightened. The third prince, Tom, the one who eventually took the throne in my past life, was only 10 now. Had the officials already started seeing him as the crown prince candidate? Your father loves all his children the same, I said with a forced smile. All right, these aren't things you should worry about. You have class tomorrow. Rest early. After putting Jack to sleep, I stood alone in the courtyard. Looking at the star-filled sky, my mind couldn't settle. In my past life, I used every dirty trick to fight for the emperor's favor and a noble position, only to ruin others and myself. In this life, I wanted to stay out of trouble and keep Jack away from these conflicts. But now it seemed the tree wanted peace, yet the wind would not stop. By late February, the weather was getting warmer. That day, I went to Funing Palace to pay respects.